Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Mount & Blade Warband 1860s Old America. So, one thing I'm going to actually mention is that I am thinking this might end up being the last part for the series. Period, mostly because I'm like 99% certain that the friendly AI did basically nothing while we were at peace with the Plains Indians. Okay? I'm fairly certain most of them are running around with army sizes roughly similar to my maximum capacity of 88. And for the most part, they're running around doing their own thing. They don't want to work together. They'll only follow the Marshal, and the Marshal's basically doing nothing. I'm 100% certain of that. I'm pretty sure he called for us to go and help him, follow him before, and then, of course, we lost troops, and so we failed that mission, despite it being as simple as, well, I could just get more men. But whatever, game said, oh, no, you lost those men. Now you automatically fail that mission for whatever reason. I don't know, but yeah. So, like I said, I'm fairly certain this might end up just being the last part because we're losing this war. We've lost Fort Bent. We lost Fort Leavenworth. The friendly AI is going to take basically ages to build up its armies. And even then, it probably won't bother going out on the offensive because Hannibal Hamlin will probably go and say, hey, I know we're losing this war, but you know what? I think we all need to take our minds off of this, so I'm going to go ahead and call for a feast in Louisville. Why? Why would you call for a feast when we're in the middle of a fucking war? I don't know, but nonetheless, like I said, I'm thinking this is probably going to end up being the last part unless the AI somehow surprises me and does something halfway competent. But I have a hard time believing that that's going to happen, and so, yes, this is, like I said, probably going to end up being the last part of this series. I have no idea what will replace it if it does end up being the last part, but we'll figure that out as time goes on. It's the adventurers I want, right? Yeah. But yeah, so, like I said, this might end up being the last part because the AI has done basically nothing during peace. So, yeah. And it's taking forever to, at this point, it takes forever to level up. I could pretty much only level up by fighting actual armies from one of the other factions. And, well, again, the Plains Indians are typically sticking together, it seems like, so it's kind of hard for me to go and attack any of them. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll get surprised and something will happen that causes me to decide to continue the series. But, like I said, as it stands right now, I'm thinking this is going to be the last part. We'll see. Because, yeah, I'm basically need to fight the war alone. Or at least it might as well be alone. I mean, here's the thing that really irks me. We were technically at war with Maximilian while we were at peace with the Plains Indians. That should have been enough reason for the other generals to decide, hey, I should probably go and recruit more troops. I should probably fortify my forts better. Things of that nature. Because, at least the way I see it, as far as they should have been concerned, they were still actively at war, even though it was somebody that they weren't going to do anything against, and it was somebody that wasn't going to do anything to them. They were still at war. And so, at least in my opinion, it would make perfect sense for them to go and make sure that they were capable of fighting a war. I'm pretty sure I already know your poem anyway, yeah. I mean, look at this. So we got Caleb here. We have Charles C. Carpenter. We have Thomas Ewing Jr., John C. Fremont, Hannibal Hamlin himself. And let's see, what are they all sitting around with? 63, 64, 77, 95, 16 for Hannibal Hamlin himself. Yeah. Yeah, they're running around with similar army sizes to me, while the Plains Indians are running around with 100, 120, 150 armies. And again, for the most part, they seem to be sticking together. So, like I said, we're basically being forced to fight the war alone. Oh, we made peace already. We realized we were losing the war because, well, the AI wasn't gonna fight the war anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's the one thing that's annoying. And the only reason we lost Fort Leavenworth is because people didn't want to go there. They were all sitting in St. Louis because I guess Hannibal Hamlet had somewhat recently called for a feast, and then the feast had ended and they hadn't all left yet. I don't know what the deal was exactly, but nonetheless, they didn't go out to head over to Fort Leavenworth. They said, hey, you know, Hannibal Hamlet might call for another feast soon, so let's just sit here. It's easier. Yeah. I've got problems with Mount and Blade Warband, and I think it's more so really this mod. I don't know what the deal is, but it feels that the AI is dumber than it usually is. I know that might come as a surprise, the AI being dumber than it usually is, but I'm fairly certain that's the case. And so now the marshalship has been given to Simon P. Chase, who will do nothing if we end up in another war anytime soon. He will decide to call for people to follow him. Even if you follow him, he probably won't do anything. No, I'm not going to fight bandits, game. I'm not. Yes, I could fight the bandits. Yes, that would improve relations with the town. Yes, it would theoretically allow me to recruit more troops, because I believe the happier the town is with you, the more troops you can recruit. But no, I'm not going to go and fight the bandits for them. I'm sorry. I just don't care. I do not have the patience to go and deal with the AI. And you know, if Fort Leavenworth is lightly defended after I manage to get myself back up to 88 men, I'm probably going to attack it. I don't care if we're at peace. Okay, if the AI on my side was a little bit more competent, we wouldn't have lost Fort Leavenworth. We wouldn't have lost Fort Bent. We'd have been able to go out on the offensive and win this war. But no, the AI decided to do nothing. It decided not to take advantage of the peace to build up its armies. It decided to sit in St. Louis because Hannibal Hamlet might call for a feast. Well, that sounds stupid if I do say so myself. Oh, and Stonewall Jackson has just been taken prisoner. Okay, and the truce between the Plains Indians and the Confederates has expired. They're not going to end up in a war, though. No, probably not. The Confederates don't seem to really be doing a particularly great job against the federal government, so they're probably going to be losing. And so they're probably not going to be interested in going to war with the Plains Indians as a result of that. Yeah, they don't even own Richmond. So, yeah, they're probably not going to be wanting to get into another war. No, I'm not going to fight the damn bandits, game. I don't care. I could fight them. I could gain some XP, certainly. It'd be basically nothing. But I don't care to go and do what the AI's... clean up the AI's messes for it. I need to focus on getting my army back up to full capacity so that I can maybe snag Fort Leavenworth. Even though we're at peace with the Plains Indians, because as far as I'm concerned, Fort Leavenworth is ours. If Hannibal Hamlin doesn't like the fact that I decided to go ahead and provoke another war with the Plains Indians immediately after we finished one, oh well. He can stop calling for feasts when we're in the middle of a war. I know, big shocker, but, you know, that's what you should do. You shouldn't be calling for feasts in the middle of a war. Oh god, somebody took my hat. Those bastards. I should still have my hat, right? Oh, can't access my baggage right now because I'm not at the starting point. Yeah, those bastards took my hat at Fort Leavenworth. Wait, what are you? Okay. Hire you. Hire you. Hire you. I'll hire... You know what? I really don't care. I'm just gonna hire everybody. We'll sort you all out later. Yeah, they took my hat. I have to go and buy a new hat now. Okay, hey, do you really want to attack me? I have 52 to your 22. Admittedly, my guys are going to fail miserably at doing anything, I'm sure. Yeah, one of my guys just got knocked unconscious right at the start of the battle itself. Okay, let's just go and load our guns. It's easier. Okay, that was just a horse running around. Whoops. Oh, it didn't end up actually hitting my friendly there, apparently. Oops, wrong button. Okay, there's still one guy up here. Hire you, hire you, hire you. I just want people. I really don't care what you are. Turning into volunteers, mounted militia, adventurer, camp followers, settlers. Posse members, because we're not going to turn you into bandits. I got a new horse. Tons of dried meat. I'm not going to ask if it's horse meat. It probably is. Something I can think of, because that's a lot of food for these guys to be carrying around. I have a hard time believing they're actually carrying that much food with them. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. But it seems very weird if they are. Because that is a lot of dried meat. Oh, there he goes again. He says, hey, guys, I know we just lost a war, but how about we have a feast? Why? We just lost the war. Mostly because of the fact that you were holding feasts. And so people, and for whatever reason, the AI prioritizes feasts over a war. I don't know why. It's stupid. It shouldn't. It really, really shouldn't. Sharpshooter women, sure. Adventurers. Mounted rangers. There should be everybody leveled up, yeah. That's camp. Go to Santa Fe. Sell this just tons and tons of dried meat that I have. And maybe see if I can buy myself a new hat. Because for whatever reason, these guys decided to steal my hat when we were defending Fort Leavenworth. We'll also see if we can recruit some random mercenaries at the tavern. They may not necessarily be great. Honestly, most of the people I recruit seem to die relatively quickly. I don't know what the deal is there, but yeah, they just don't seem to have a whole lot of health. U.S. Indian Scouts, I'll hire you. U.S. Navy. Oh, I can't hire you. I'm not going to pay the tons of money to get one of my guys back. It's just not worth it to me. I'll sell you all this dried meat down here. And that one. And you know what? I don't need all that dried meat. Armor, do you have a hat? Oh, you got a hat. It's not necessarily the hat I was wearing, but I guess it'll do for now. I think somebody might have stolen one of my books as well. Let's see how lightly defended Fort Bent is. We're not going to be going for it right now because I'm not at full capacity. But I at least want to know roughly what I should be looking at in terms of a fight for it, because I'm taking it back. I'm going to also take Fort Leavenworth. Again, I don't care what Hannibal Hamlin thinks. Mexican regular, sure, Canadian infantry. Turning into adventurers. Mounted rangers. I assume that's Mexican lancers. So cavalry, I imagine. Uh, 77 in the fort itself, and then you got a chief there currently with an additional 73. Let's head on over to Fort Leavenworth. Then I'll check out Independence and Jefferson City and whatnot for some extra troops. Hopefully that'll be enough to get me up to 88, because I believe one of those likes me a lot. I think it might be Rolla, but Rolla's been looted, so it's not going to actually have any troops for me, which I think is a little bit weird. I would think if a place has been looted, it would be more likely to have people that want to get out of there. 38 defending the fort itself. Okay. Well, if the chief that's there were to leave, I'd be able to pretty much walk on in. Of course, he's probably not going to leave, so yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh, Independence actually likes me quite a bit. We're almost up to max capacity already. If Jefferson City has just 5 people, I can get up, but otherwise I'll have to go to St. Louis and recruit some mercenaries. Ah, damn it, game fine. fight your damn bank robbers. I don't want to, but I will, because I've got a lot of men. It gets them some experience, though it's more so just because it'll hopefully be enough to get me up to max capacity. Where are these guys even? Oh, they're way the hell out there. They're not even in the town. And, of course, my cavalry is going to get stuck because, well, they don't understand how to go around or over a fence. Those guys are idiots. In fact, I half expect the infantry to end up in a similar boat. Not knowing how to go over or around the fence that is blocking their path. Because they really do believe in the fastest way to a location is a straight line. They take it a little bit too literally. Let's go ahead, reload our stuff. Looks like the enemies are actually suffering the same fate because there's a couple of logs piled on top of one another that are blocking their path. Somebody set up a little fort up there by knocking down some trees, and now they all are absolutely confused as to how to do anything. Now here's the main issue. I'm going to be going up this hill, which means I'm going to be slow. And there's a whole bunch of people on either side of me that are going to want to shoot me. And they're probably all going to fire at roughly the same time. Ow, you bastards, you shot my horse. Oh god, they shot me as well now. Yeah, but you guys have it. I'm sorry, you guys should have still won that. That's a load of bull game. So what if I got defeated? I had enough men there to win. I mean, seriously, I had 4 times their men. 4! My guys still would have won that, even without me. I don't know why the hell the game decided, oh, you know, we're going to have this set up so that if you don't actually win the battle with you being alive, you automatically lose, which is stupid. Because you don't have it like that for any other battle. Why is it that defending those places from bank robbers and bandits and things like that is somehow completely different? I'm not gonna pay 30 just to know where the hell Delvis is. So yes, I'm having problems with the mod. And again, I honestly, that might not even be an issue with the mod, that might just be an issue with the game, but it's a stupid design decision in my opinion. That's at least the way I see it. That is a design decision that is just absolutely stupid. Because it's inconsistent with fighting every other battle that you will ever fight in this game. For whatever reason, that one is a, you die, you instantly effectively lose, even if your men would still win. No other battle works that way. You die, the battle keeps on going and just basically gets auto-resolved. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Again, though, that is a battle that my men would have won auto-resolved. Mostly because I have more men. We would take a lot of casualties, certainly, because auto-resolve is a piece of crap in literally every game that has it. But nonetheless, my men would have still won. We just would have taken a lot of losses. I'm hoping if it is an issue with the game itself, deciding to be completely inconsistent, that inconsistency is not there in Mount and Blade Bannerlords whenever that finally manages to release. Because it is a stupid inconsistency, in my opinion. There is no benefit for anyone to have that inconsistency. Hell, it probably took more time to code that than to have it just use the default system of when you die, the battle effectively gets auto-resolved. It's probably easier to just basically copy that line of code than it is to code a whole new thing to say, oh, well, if you die for this specific scenario, then you instantly lose. Or you effectively lose as if you hadn't even shown up. Let's go and talk to Lady Jeanette. I think I needed only 20 relations to be able to persuade her to decide to leave with me. We'll see if I bother deciding to do that, though, because quite frankly, I just don't care. There's not much benefit to it in reality, and everybody's just gonna sit around. Great job, guys. Great job fighting that war. It's because half of you were sitting here in Louisville doing nothing. All too busy twiddling your thumbs. Okay, Lady Jeanette. Do you think we have a future together? Go ask your brother Caleb Smith for permission. Sure. Technically he's in the same room, but we'll just ignore that fact. Okay, Caleb. Good to see you. Yeah, whatever. I want to ask you something. I wish to marry your sister, Lady Jeanette. May I ask for your help? Splendid news, my young man. I shall be proud to have you in our family. Now let us talk the terms of the marriage. As per our custom, the two of us must make sure that Lady Jeanette has sufficient finances to support herself in the event of any unforeseen circumstances, which don't exist in this game, so quite frankly, I understand why they did it, but it's a silly thing. Oh, only 7,000? I mean, golly gee whiz, I got about 30. But, and that's $30,000 in $1860. I'd be a millionaire today. I'd say that, taking into consideration the prestige of our two houses, that you provided... Oh, I only gotta do 6,000. Gee, that's even better. Well, you'll do the 7,000. This shall be your ladyship's property as security, lest for any reason you aren't able to provide for her. What say you to that? Very well, so let it be. Splendid, you two may now consider yourselves officially betrothed. Very well, I shall plan to hold a great feast in Louisville. As soon as circumstances permit, we will be sure to notify you when the day comes. Okay, Lady Jeanette. You hear that? How wonderful it is, in a short while we shall be married. However, I should point out that in the remaining few days it is not customary for us to speak too much together. Okay, that's fine. Here's hoping when I go off to take Fort Leavenworth that Hannibal Hamlin decides, hey, as my marriage gift, my gift for you getting married, I'm going to give you Fort Leavenworth. That'd be wonderful, Hannibal Hamlin, especially since I'm going to be the one taking the damn place. And you'll be sitting here in Louisville, twiddling your thumbs with literally everybody else, wondering why we lost that war. Well, it's mostly because you did nothing. I know, it's a shocker, ain't it? But that's the way it works. If you don't do anything, you are bound to lose a war. Okay. More men leveled up. I don't feel like paying to actually camp or to set up shop inside the city, so yeah, I'm gonna be camping outside. In the meantime, Yippee! Idaho Falls Trapper had some stuff for me. I got some money. Still lost money in the end. But I lost a little bit less money than before. Go ahead and upgrade you. Go ahead and upgrade you. Now, of course, Lady Jeanette is still going to have to sit in Louisville for the time being. Because I don't own a fort, so there's nowhere for her to set up shop. But hopefully, Hannibal Hamlin will decide to give me Fort Leavenworth when I decide to go and attack it. And Plains Indians just declared war on the federal government. And the truce between us and Maximilian has ended. Oh, okay. Still hasn't happened. They said a couple days. It's taken a little bit longer than a couple of days, or at least what I would define as a couple of days. I get the feeling they're going to be going for a week. Okay, Hannibal Hamlin says we're holding a feast in Louisville, so I'll go over there now. I'll take infantry, thank you very much, game. So, let's go and join the feast. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, hasn't happened. Oh, God, don't get stuck. May the heavens witness that I am ready to give you my sister Lady Jeanette to have in marriage. Yada, yada, yada. I don't honestly feel like reading this. In this game, you can't have children, though supposedly it sounds like you might be able to in Bannerlords, because there was some mention of some kind of heir system. So that'll be an interesting mechanic. If it makes it into the full game, maybe it gets cut. Honestly, who the hell knows? If you care to read this, then you can. I don't want to. Okay, done. Relations with Lady Jeanette improved. We get a little cutscene here. I mean, technically it's a cutscene. We are wearing a, I'm pretty sure, base game outfit, so it doesn't quite fit all that well with, well, what literally everybody else is wearing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that redhead, redhead? I don't know if you define that as a redhead, but, you know, person right there on the left of the screen there, she's also wearing a base game outfit, I'm pretty sure. And blinding white light. And voila, we are now technically married. Let's spend ourselves $10. Where the hell are you? Oh, yeah, and it's a showdown, so you don't get to have a... Oh, there he is. I didn't even actually read how many we're supposed to be fighting, but we'll figure that out as time goes on. Oh, I get shot first. Somehow, considering he would have only had a shot at my arm, and I would have had a shot at his whole body. But apparently getting shot in the arm is enough to kill you, so, you know, that's a thing, apparently. Okay, well, we have 88 men. They're as ready as they'll ever be. We're going to go and try and take Fort Leavenworth. And we'll figure out where to go from there. And by that I mean we'll figure out if the series continues or not. Technically, we are not at war with anybody right now. Although I do expect Maximilian to declare war on us, despite the fact that he will do literally nothing in the war. He will still say, you know what, I'm going to declare war on you because the truce is over and I have a minus 100 relations with literally everybody in the faction. All because Maximilian is set up to hate everybody. Which causes Maximilian to end up in a war with basically everybody. Even people that he won't do anything against, and people won't do anything against him either. Maximilian will only do anything if he's fighting the Mexican Republic. Or whatever they're called. I think it's the Mexican Republic is their name. Canadian Cavalry, sure. So hopefully that chief that was in Fort Leavenworth has left, and hopefully they have not added any extra troops to the defense, because if they have, well, it'll be harder to win. But if they still don't have very many people defending it, then we should be able to pretty much just waltz right on in without too much of an issue. Oh, and the Confederates and the U.S. government have made peace. Because it makes perfect sense, clearly, that rather than wiping each other out, they're going to go ahead and have multiple different wars to finish one another off, which is absolutely silly if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But hey, it's the way the game works, and so that's the way it works. Even though it doesn't actually make... Oh, good, they haven't deposited any extra troops in here. Approach. Can I not? Are you really not going to let me besiege it? Do I have to wait? I gotta wait until the truce is over, I guess. Well, how long do I have to wait? Might I ask? 27 days. Oh, that'll be a while. Can I burn down one of their villages? And maybe, I don't know, speed things up a little bit? Oh, I can't actually raid it. I can only force them to give me supplies. Fine. Take the supplies. I guess we'll just go and kill some bandits and shit for 27 days. Because apparently I'm not going to be allowed to besiege the fort, ignoring the truce until the truce is up, which honestly I find that a little bit annoying, because I honestly plan to completely disregard the fact that we're at peace with them. Because the war ended too damn quickly, again, mostly because I was the only one doing anything. I tried to defend Fort Bend, lost it. I tried to defend Fort Leavenworth, lost it. Why? No help is why. I tried to retake Fort Bend, in fact, but apparently the guy that I told to go there was too far away or something, I don't know. He was literally standing right there. I'm fairly certain he should have been considered close enough to aid me in the assault, but he wasn't, apparently. I don't know what the deal was there, but for whatever reason, yeah, that guy was considered too far away to aid me when trying to retake Fort Bend. No, I need you guys to split up. If you're not going to split up, we'll go for this other smaller party instead. It's easier. God damn. I think I'm going to have to destroy that hideout. You know what? I'm going to go after that hideout. Go! Get back! If we destroy this hideout, that should make this area a little bit clearer. I gotta be careful because the game will spawn somebody right back there if it feels so inclined. Is there somebody up? Oh, there is somebody right up there. I guess I can try and climb up there and deal with him. Is there two people up there? Just one. So, I just want to mention that he's not showing up on the map at all. So, technically we're being shot at by somebody who shouldn't exist, but does because the map, for whatever reason, says he doesn't exist when they clearly do. Because, well, you can't really be shot at by something that doesn't exist. God damn it. I'm sorry, game. If I was hitting his shield, I have a hard time believing that, mostly because his shield is on the wrong side. Oh, don't run in the same direction, guys. Split up a little bit. There you go. Great job. No, you stay back. I've got a lot of infantry, which is slowing me down. Damn it, people, quit getting in my way. Really? You lost people again? No, I don't care to take any prisoners. Eventually we'll catch up with this guy, but he's probably going to go and try and run off the map. Because they all run in that direction, and for whatever reason there isn't an actual boundary set on the map. And so you can theoretically just keep on going out into literally nowhere. I have a hard time believing you're taking care of 48 prisoners. I just want to make that abundantly clear, because there is one of you, and 48 prisoners. They could easily overpower you. I'm sorry, game. That's a load of bull, and you know it. Those guys should be escaping left and right. Yeah, no. Game, oh, that is such BS. If you honestly expect him to believe that one guy was somehow keeping all 48 of those prisoners in check, yeah. You're lying to me. I just want you to know that. Now, is the game going to spawn people up there? Yes, it looks like the game is going to spawn people up there. So I'm going to go and try and deal with those guys. I'll leave the guys down in the valley to my guys, who, at least so far, are doing a decent job. They'll eventually end up failing miserably, though. Mostly because most of them will get stuck behind a house or something, which they're probably already stuck behind now. Oh, maybe not. If they're not, that'd be great, but no, like I said, they're probably stuck. Game! That's a load of bull! I have a very clear shot at that guy. Oh my god. Fucking invisible walls, I swear. I had a perfectly clear shot at that guy, but the game was like, nope, 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 that didn't hit, that didn't hit. What the hell was it hitting? Because you weren't showing any impacts with the ground or anything. Clearly must be hitting a mystical object somewhere, or some BS like that. No, I'm not going to join your military campaign. You're not even in a war. Fairly certain we're not in a war. We made peace with the Plains Indians. If we're at war with Napoleon, you're not going to do anything then. Anyway, so let's see. No. Why the hell does the Marshal want me to follow him if we're not even in a war? It makes literally no sense. Okay, we're gonna go to Santa Fe and end this part, and I don't know. We'll see. This may be the last part. It may not be. It may just be an abrupt ending because I do not know. I do not know. I don't really feel like recording like another 2 parts to wait for Fort Leavenworth or for our truce to finally end so I can attack Fort Leavenworth, because it's basically what it's going to take. Even if I camp through an entire part, which isn't a very interesting thing to see, I imagine. I would basically just be sitting there camping and waiting until eventually I'd be able to attack Fort Leavenworth. Yeah. I have a company of good soldiers. Goodbye. I'm not going to follow you. You guys don't appear to have any better hats. God, that's creepy. And gloves are still outlawed. Apparently. Because that's the only reason I can imagine that we have not found gloves anywhere, is that they're apparently outlawed. Because if there's not, there's a problem. Oh, don't worry, I'll be able to take you back along in a moment. We'll fire at the Mexican infantry. Yep, welcome back. I don't remember ever recruiting you, but quite frankly, I don't remember half the people I recruited. Talk about your skills. Let's make it so you can take a little bit more damage. Yeah, they're just gonna sit around Santa Fe. Volunteers, mounted militia, let's go. You know what? I'm gonna end the part at St. Louis, back where we started it. Completed the mission to follow him by literally not following him. Basically, I got too far away from him. And so the game said, oh, okay, whatever. Auto-complete mission. I don't really care to go and deal with those guys. But they don't know where they want to go to. They're trying to go into the trading camp there. But then they ran into some Apache raiders that will still attack Plains Indians. Is Fort Leavenworth still lightly defended? Yep. And I still can't attack it, correct? Correct. I could go and burn Kansas City. Or, well, not burn it, because I can't actually loot villages right now. But, you know, I could attack it, nonetheless, and tell the villagers to hand over their supplies. It would do nothing really useful for me. I'd get some tools or iron or something, but nothing particularly worthwhile. Some of my guys are ready to level up. Mounted militia, regular cavalry. Oh, a bunch of people here. Now, presumably, yeah, Lady Jeanette is still going to be sitting in Fort Lewis. Or, excuse me, Louisville. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. I don't need to learn any new poems. They don't do me any good at this point. Oh, farmer, I don't care about you. I already went there. Okay, so that is going to be it for this part. Like I said, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be into the series. It might be. I don't know. If it is, it's an abrupt ending because I'm not going to record a part just to mention that it's the end of the series, so we'll see. You'll just want to keep your eyes on the title of the playlist for this series. It'll either say canceled, ended, axed, something, basically to indicate that the series is over if this does end up being the last part. Like I said, though, I have no idea what will replace it if it is the last part, but we'll figure that out later. But in the meantime, I'll see you all in whatever the next video it is on my channel that you watch. But until then, a goodbye and farewell.